joyous feeling like, oh my God, I'm finally home. That's what you think. I'm finally home. And all these thoughts just come to you all at once. Like I was in such amazement. Together, we all make up the infinite one, but not just us, not just our souls, but everything, trees, animals. You just know everything when you're in your spiritual form. You know everything, everything. The problem is when some people say they forget things when they come back, that is because I can tell you, I learned this when I died. Our brain is like a spirit trap, I call it. It traps us into this illusion we're living in here. It only allows us to experience things here. Now, one thing I don't know is in my near death experience, I didn't experience birth. I never did. I never chose to be born somewhere. I don't know why. I don't know why. So that's a big question mark in my head now. I mean, I knew then, I'm sure I did, but I don't remember coming back into this brain because our brain, remember, traps us from remembering most things. But I don't remember being born. But so that's a question I have, big question I have is when do we choose a new life? Because we've got an infinite amount of lives going already. Why would we choose another life? That's one thing I'm still fighting with in my head now. We always say, how could God let a little innocent baby die or a child die? Well, now I have a whole different thing in my mind. Like now I think, okay, well, maybe the soul inside that baby or that kid came here to teach a lesson. You just know everything when you're in your spiritual form. You know everything, everything. Let's say a mother and her baby gets hit by a drunk driver, kills the kills the mother and the baby, or maybe just the baby, or maybe the paramedic. The paramedics that come to the crash scene, they need to get a lesson from that baby dying in love. Because our brain, remember, traps us from remembering most things. If people only knew what I experienced, there would be no wars. There would be no all this negative stuff on this planet. Everybody would become best friends. The problem is when some people say they forget things when they come back, that is because I can tell you, I learned this when I died. Our brain is like a spirit trap.